A quick comparison of the Texas well permit comparison report. So weekly we grab two data sets. One is what is the well permits for the last 60 days, and so we have the operator and then the permit count, and then we go with the same period last year, and in this case I call it 2019, and we have the operators and the well permits number, and what we're looking for is the spread. What's the difference between this year and last year? Does that indicate a trend that we can focus on from a sales development perspective? So some of the ways that when we look at this particular report, this is just going to show me here, top to bottom, who's taken out the most well permits. And we can see EOG, Pioneer, we've got very similar. And then here we've got Concho Resources, nice big gain. So we look for the upper part of the spread. We can take a look at what was 2019. So here we see a bit of a difference. We see a pretty big difference between XTO. Go into the quarterly report as an indicator that they're pulling back on some of their capital, getting caught up on completions, whatever the story might be. And then the last column is we look at the spreads, and then we can say I want to look at the largest. And then so here again we're looking at the blue. So BPX been a really interesting story. Lots of wells, lots of drilling. Concho, Birch, Conoco, Jagged, all these companies, a lot more well permits. And when we do the same comparison on the drilling side, we'll see a lot of these companies stay the same. And then we can look at it from the smallest to the largest. So XTO, Oxy, QEP, Apache, and then we start to see some pretty big gaps there, and then those gaps start to close in the middle. So this is a group of accounts here that if I'm getting a lot of business with, I'm asking, hey, what are their trends over the next couple of quarters from a well license perspective? So that's essentially the summary of the data that we put together.